And a home run in the win over Rose-Hulman. 1 for 3, a couple runs scored. And he's aboard with 1 out in the second. Got a pretty good eye at the plate, too.
He did, especially for that lefty-on-lefty matchup.
Here's Houston Manning. One for 4 in the game against the Engineers. That's 7-2 victory.
Oh, and he's not from Texas. He's from Kentucky.
There is that possibility that the Pioneers could host a NCAA regional. They had a rough ending to the regular season where they lost 4 in a row, back-to-back doubleheaders. But they're still one of the best, certainly in this conference. And at one point were as high as 18th in the country.
Yeah, Hanover overall 27-14. Transylvania 31-10.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
First base coach you saw in the pictures is Dave Doolin. Zach Getze is the head coach of the Pioneers, coaching at third. Look on the skipper, he's cool. Relates well to the players, but no nonsense. That's a strike, 2-2.
Yeah, looking at this week's D3 baseball rankings, dropped out number 21 Rowan, number 22 Transylvania.
Dropped 4 spots. Slow roller toward third and foul.
I'm looking in the others receiving votes to see if I can find Hanover. And not one. Wow. They are biased towards Transy. My goodness. Got to get their SID on that and get some pub out for their team.
Just happens to be in our wheelhouse here tonight. Doing a nice job on public address. So are we sending a runner? Are they sending a runner here on 3-2?
I think so.
Monday is the runner.
Not a very big lead, though.
And against a left-handed pitcher, you can't get a huge lead usually. Let's see what they do. And John Gerard is aware of the possibility.
That's his second throw over, so doesn't mean anything actually.
Yeah, I guess not.
Not like it would in the MLB.
Mm-hmm. 3-2 pitch. Runner stays. Another strikeout for John Gerard. Threw it right past him. That's his 4th strikeout.
5 outs, 4 of them by strikeout.
No, that's impressive.
That's pretty good.
Warren Wilson, the right fielder, will get a chance here to hit.
Looking like Kerry Wood out there is Gerard.
Yes. Still remember his 20 strikeout game many years back. The beauty of television, we're both baseball fans, is the fact that highlights and actually the game in its entirety still remain.
Yes.
And occasionally you'll see somebody air that.
I think it was 26 years ago this month that it happened,
Wow.
which doesn't make me feel old at all.
John Gerard now up 2 strikes and a chance to strike out the side. 1-0 Hanover, top of the second. Base runner is Walter Monday.
I wonder, even though the weather's decent, I've never swung a BB Core bat, so like off the end of the bat, if that still stings.
Gotta believe it does.
You would think so.
Gerard strikes out the side.
Jeepers creepers.
5 strikeouts now in 2 innings after an inning and a half. 1-0 Hanover.
Well, I knew I wanted to go to a smaller school because my high school was a small high school, and I really valued good connections with teachers where you can get the help that you need, and I didn't want to be overwhelmed in a class setting. My name's Eloise. I'm from Chicago. I went to North Shore Country Day School, and then I took a gap year, so then I'll be going to Earlham this fall. I honestly didn't expect to be in the Midwest or to be in Earlham, but it ended up being the right choice for me when it came down to it. The big event that sold me pretty much on Earlham was meeting the professors and getting to talk with them and realizing that because I'm really interested in animal behavior, animal research, and things like that, and for me it was always hard to make sure that that was something I would be able to find in college, but I was able to talk to professors who had the same interests as me, and I knew I would be able to pursue a lot of my interests here and do research projects with professors who are passionate about the same things. I think just generally one of the other things that stuck out to me was the community that Earlham has, and I gotten a bit of an insight on that just because my English teacher in high school is an alum.
Passionate Care is dedicated to helping you care for a loved one. Welcome back to HCAC TV. Sean Kroll, Jim Barber, bottom of the second. Good start to this one with Hanover leading 1-0. And Adger Osterling to lead off. Osterling out of Batesville, Indiana.
Batesville Casket Company.
Actually spent some time at the University of Cincinnati before transfer.
Really?
It's right down the road, I guess, on I-74.
The old Bearcats.
Mm-hmm. They've got a beautiful ballpark there.
They do. Alma mater of one Ian Happ. Plays for the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah.
He's probably the most famous Cincinnati Bearcat, besides Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce.
Yeah. Oscar Robertson. Yeah.
Kenyon Martin,
Yeah, just a few others. Count a ball, 2 strikes. Matt McCoy would follow next. It's a good view of the left-handed swinger and the stance he takes. His legs stretched out a bit. 2-2.
Why do they keep hitting them towards my truck? I'm hoping I'm going 0 for on foul balls.
My car's on the street, so if they get it over there, I guess they deserve it. Again, the 2-2 as we start the bottom of the second.
Still trying to understand the zone that the umpire has tonight.
Headed towards second. Gonna be a tough play. But just in time to throw from Henry Mitchum to Austin Taylor, and it's 1 out in the Panthers' second. Good play.
These two teams just seem to be solid in every single phase. Pitching, hitting, defense. These are the games you love.
Yeah, and even though it's quite unlikely that this conference gets 2 to the NCAA tournament, they almost both seem worthy.
I 100% agree.
Here's Matt McCoy batting in the 8th spot. Taking a called strike. Sam Perkins would follow next.
Big Smooth.
In the Carolina days, right?
I think he's not quite as tall as that one.
To the gap. All the way to the fence.
3.
McCoy around second. He's not stopping. Sliding with a triple.
A little drop out there by Wilson allowed him to take third without a problem. Those are the small plays I think we were talking about.
Sure.
It could make a huge difference. Now you just need a fly ball.
Hit number 4 of the game, and considering how good Girard is, do you bring the infield in at this point of the game?
I probably would.
Perkins is the number 9 hitter.
Corners are even with the bag.
Yep. Back to the pitcher, and that is going to plate run number 2. Good job of hitting by Perkins, just right on a fastball. And the Pioneers plate Matt McCoy for the second run of the game.
That's a great at-bat there by Perkins, because you're like, anything in the zone that you can get the bat on, it was the first pitch, pulled the trigger, got the RBI.
So the number 1 seed in the tournament now has a 2-0 lead. Back to the top of the order, and Robert Caro flied out to center field. Hanover 2, Transylvania nothing. This is the home ballpark of the Kokomo Jackrabbits, part of the Northwoods League. Considered to be a pretty good developer of college baseball players. Towards short, Trent Youngblood. Inning over, Pioneers get a run on a hit, and after 2, lead 2-0.
The number one reason that I love teaching at Manchester, it has to be the people. And I know that probably a lot of us give that same answer, but for me, it has become even more personal. I get to not only teach, which I absolutely love, and I get to work with future educators and other people in the educational field, but I also get to establish those long-term relationships with them that just feed a part of my soul that I can't imagine having filled by anything else.
There's also so many opportunities at Manchester to collaborate with great faculty. We can collaborate on teaching, we can collaborate on research, and we can collaborate on service. I am thrilled to be at Manchester because I chair the President's Diversity and Inclusion Council, and we have been working tirelessly to make Manchester a more diverse, equitable, and inclusive place.
One of the things I love about being at Manchester is the variety of things that we get to do. Going on Jan term trips with students is probably one of my favorite things to do. So we usually take trips to France, Hawaii, and Disney World, actually, and teach there. Each place we go, we teach something a little different, and we get to experience it again the way a student experiences, and that to me is incredibly fun.
I teach at Manchester because I believe in the mission of the school, and I also enjoy the fact that my discipline, which is music, is respected by my colleagues and the students here. It's considered an academic subject.
Back on HCAC TV to the third inning we go. Bryce Dreher is the catcher, batting in the 9 position. For the Pioneers of Transylvania, seeded number 2 in this conference tournament in the Heartland. Hit toward left field. Andrew Osterling doesn't even have to move. 1 out.
You know, Jim, one of the things we noticed for those that weren't with us the game before, and if you weren't, shame on you, the ball's carrying really well to right field.
Right.
You know, it seems like you'd hit it pretty well, and then it just keep going and going, whereas to left field, it just kind of would hang up in the air. But, again, the flags aren't moving anywhere out in the outfield.
It's been a very calm night. Trent Paul was a strikeout victim. Gerard has struck out 5 of the potential 7 outs he's recorded. And he has been dealing so far. Jumping on the hitters.
I'd love to know what he hits on the radar.
I think maybe high 80s potentially.
Oh, I would see if we can effort like what he gets, his fastball gets up to.
He's got the most innings pitched of any Hanover pitcher at 51. You mentioned his opponent batting average is under 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the Transylvania third. And a great scoring opportunity in the first and wasted by some ineffective base running. Three and 2.
Yeah, I mean, right now that's a huge pivotal play, even though we're in the third inning where Transy had a chance to get up early, couldn't do it, and then Hanover's put a run on board each of their first 2 innings.
Trent Paul took a couple of close pitches, and he is aboard with a walk. That is the 3rd walk from John Gerard, who has to go with that 5 strikeouts. There's a strong look between pitcher, left-handed, and the first base Runner and fielder. Calvin Schubert, who walked the last time up, makes a fastball for a strike.
Nice off-speed pitch.
Sorry, that
by
was
Gerard.
off-speed. Calvin is a business major, and he says he wants to work in the front office of a professional sports team.
There you go. We need to get our sideline reporter down to those guys behind home plate with the gun, see if they can get some readings for us.
Most really good pitchers in this conference are upper 80s. You get somebody in the 90s, that is
That's impressive.
yeah, and a rarity. Hit to left field. Right at Andrew Osterling. He has made 2 putouts in the inning, and back to first base goes Trent Ball. 2 outs in the Transylvania third.
See, I feel like that ball was hit on the screws.
So you think it should have
And
gone
just
further?
Yeah, but if we saw a hit like that, if Youngblood gets one like that towards the gap in right center, it's going to just keep going.
And here comes Trent Youngblood.
Or maybe I'm just hallucinating. Who knows?
The most dangerous hitter of either team. Had a base hit in the first. Youngblood, all-time hits leader. Had a home run over the fence against Rose Holman. He's a huge New York Mets fan, by the way.
Oh, that's too bad.
Louisville Trinity High School.
I mean, look at these numbers. 447 average. OPS 1.382.
Wow.
His slugging percentage is 773. I mean, that's ridiculous.
We mentioned the scouts have been to every game that he has participated in.
Oh, by the way, 31 of 36 in stolen bases.
Candidate for National Player of the Year.
I dig the script uniform of Hanover.
Do you?
Oh, yeah, sharp. I love the old school kind of.
Youngblood swings, another base hit.
Oppo.
He's 2 for 2. 2 on, 2 outs in the third.
Although, I always seem to get confused with what Hanover's primary color is. I think it's red, then they wear blue, and then I think it's blue, then they wear red. I don't even know. We just call them Neapolitan.
Perhaps we'll get an explanation between innings.
It's possible.
Harry Mitchum to the plate. RBI chance, but there are 2 outs. Base hit left field. They're going to send the runner. To the plate we come. He is. Go! Transy took a chance. And Hanover makes him pay.
I thought he should have let it go through, but the cut actually proved to be worth it.
Very beneficial. Inning over.
Egg on avocado toast.
Ew.
Your flash fried porgy over chips.
Ew.
Your fresh main lobster with microgreens.
When the only thing your 8-year-old will eat is waffles.
She's fine. She's fine.
Your waffles, milady.
It matters where you stay.
Yum.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
A good engineer, a good mathematician, a good scientist can identify problems.
But in order to be a great scientist or engineer, you've got to have curiosity and you've got to have creativity, and that's what's going to set you apart.
You can't teach curiosity. You just need to encourage your student to be curious. Curious in anything that they do. Curious so that it brings out the innovations, the new ideas.
This started with Andrew Osterling throwing into third baseman Alex Christie. And while the throw was just a tad high, it was spot on, at least in terms of position. And that was where Catcher Reed Douglas made the tag that ended the inning.
You know, I kind of feel like that the high throw from third was helpful because it allowed him to give him a path and then just swipe tag him.
You got it. Good point. So the Pioneers have taken their chances on the bases, and now 2 have been cut down between third and home, this time at home plate.
That was close.
Tell you what, if there was TV replay, that would have been reviewed. Not saying it's incorrect, but. So Jake Denneman, Alex Christie, and Eric Rodebush hitting in the Hanover third. Panthers have dodged a lot of traffic so far in this game.
They have for sure.
Well, John Gerard was more hittable in this inning, but this play to home plate, and you're right, the tag was toward the left side of the catcher.
Oh!
High throw made it. What a catch by the shortstop. Oh, my goodness. Trent Youngblood.
Sorry, I hope I didn't jump your call there, but that was unreal.
You had reason to. Well, there's a reason people are after Youngblood, and take a look at this.
Oh, my goodness.
We know he can hit, folks, but how about his fielding? Alex Christie now to the plate with 1 out and a third. Twilight setting in right now in the town of Kokomo, 9:15 Eastern time. Well, a spectacular night for baseball. More coming at high noon tomorrow.
Okay.
Opposite field hitting to right field, and that ball is carrying, but certainly not deep enough. And is handled by Warren Wilson, 2 outs. Here's Eric Rodebush. Reached on an infield single in the first. Rodebush swings and misses.
We've got a new right fielder, Jim.
So that would not have been Warren Wilson on the catch.
No, well, Colin McEffrish.
Okay.
Number 24 is out there now.
Thank you.
Thanks to Ashley Birchmeyer, the SID for Hanover, for that info.
McElfresh, Jr. out of Nicholsville, Kentucky.
Not sure if anything happened to Wilson, but
strikeout, throw him out, inning over. 3 up and 3 down in the Hanover third. After 3, got a good one going here, especially defensively. Look at Trent Youngblood climb the ladder, as the cliche goes.
So I started working on Babcock Ranch 16 years ago. We designed a sustainable community that is also storm resilient, and also it has a ton of flood control associated with it. It has 75 megawatt solar facilities on site, which will cover the entire 18,000 acre community. In September of 2022, we had Hurricane Ian. We had 150 mile an hour sustained winds for about 10 hours and 21 inches of rain. Babcock really had little to no damage at all. We were the only place in a 2-county area that had any electric or any available drinking water that did not need to be boiled. And Rose really prepares you to go out, think outside the box, and problem solve. And I think for any major at Rose-Hulman, that's what you're getting. You have the ability to go out and create something new and innovate and change the way that we live as humans today.
Third of the way through, Hanover 2, Transylvania nothing. Hanover the 1 seed, Transy the number 2 seed. Sean Cole, Jim Barber. Great to have you with us on HCAC TV for what has been earmarked to be potentially one of the best games of the tournament. It's only a matchup between the two of the best as Austin Taylor starts the Pioneers' 4th. Strike 1.
Got the inside corner there. Hadn't seen that called in a minute.
John Gerard gave up 2 hits and a walk in the 3rd, and yet he's not touched for a run. That's a hit to start the 4th. And all the way to the fence, Taylor heading into second base with a stand-up double. You know, since the strikeouts of the first 2 innings, Sean, Gerard has been hittable.
He has, yes he has.
And most of those hits have been to left field.
The Youngblood's 2 for 2, and then Mitchum and Taylor, they each have 1 to even the hits for both squads at 4.
And that gives Walter Monday a scoring opportunity here. He walked in the 2nd.
Don't you think that stance is interesting?
Yeah, it is. I like the way he holds the bat, too. It's just almost cash, huh?
Yeah.
Very casual. Bunting here and fouling it off. Good catch by the dugout there. Well done.
They're doing their job. I feel like the lights are just now starting to take effect.
Early May game in the league. Popped up, catcher's going to handle that with no problem. Reed Douglas makes the catch, 1 out.
Oh man, that is one that's going to eat you alive as you head back to the bench to sit down. Like, he knows he's got to get that down. It's one of the coaches don't even need to say anything. They just look at you and you're like, I know, coach.
Well, we're harping on it, but some base running mistakes or risks that have been taken and inability to move the man from 2nd to 3rd matters in a game of good pitching, and it has so far. Still a long way to go. Houston Manning at the plate. 2 balls, no strikes.
Don't do that. If you're going to throw it, throw it.
And Sam Perkins looked like a catcher there instead of a...
Or a hockey goalie.
Yeah. Look at 2nd, 2-0 pitch. 3 balls, no strikes. Pioneers have had at least 1 on in each of the 4 innings. A ball away from putting 2 on here in the 4th. See if Manning has the take as the DH on 3-0. Runners at 1st and 2nd.
I wonder if we could get a close-up of Gerard, because I feel like he's got like a wristband on his glove hand that he looks at. Maybe that's how they're calling the pitch. The pitcher. See how he looks right there? Like he's looking down.
Which wouldn't be unusual, I suppose.
Yeah, because normally they wear them around their belts. You see a lot of the Transy guys have them.
Toward right center field and dropping. Runner on 3rd will get the stop sign. Bases loaded now. The Pioneers have got it going. As 24, Colin McAlfresh substituting for Warren Wilson comes through. Big scoring opportunity.
Apparently he has a watch that he looks at.
Okay. Takes a deep breath. This is a jam right now.
Yeah, this is a big moment
that the Panthers are in, and a great opportunity for Transylvania to tie it up. Ball one. Bryce Dreher is the catcher, batting in the 9th spot. Blew out the left field in the previous inning.
Well, Christie and McCoy are playing even with the bag right at the edge of the green. Middle infielders are playing back, hoping for that hard ground ball to get the double play. Goes to the corners. They're probably going to bring it home. But I think part of it, too, one of the reasons why Christie went there is he wants an idea of what he's going to throw him, so he knows, hey, if it's an off-speed pitch, it could be pulled towards me.
Sure.
That makes a huge difference, I believe.
Big moment in the game. Bases are loaded. The count is 1-0 with 1 out. Count even, a ball and a strike.
Just throwing smoke.
Austin Taylor, your base runner at third. Houston Manning at second. Colin McElfresh at first. And 2 hits and a walk in the inning. John Gerard to the stretch. 2-1.
Just missed. So we've had the gun on both guys, and they're kind of in the low 80s. I guess my old eyes makes it seem like it's a lot faster.
Seems that way from this point. 2-2.
Dude, that was a great pitch.
Take something off of it a little bit, maybe.
I think he placed it perfectly where it just out of the. Yeah, that was a changeup.
2-2. 3-2. Hey, you want more drama? We got it. Bases loaded, top of the 4th. Transylvania on the brink of a big inning.
What's our saying where you always have a front row seat? Here we go.
Strike 3 called. Gerard with a big strikeout. 2 outs in the 4th.
Not to demean Dreher there. How do you take that?
Would he have been expecting anything else?
Yeah.
Like a change or something? Or?
I mean, you've got to, you don't want to walk him at all, so you've got to sit middle of the plate ready to go, and I don't know. That's a tough one.
It's up to Trent Paul with the bases loaded. Strike 1.
I had that one. It's coming right back to me.
Well, to this point, the Pioneers are left on 4, and they've got him loaded up right now.
It's Houdini if he gets out of this.
He's a strike away from doing just that. So you got him 0-2. You're going to waste one here or come right at him?
You know what? The way this inning has gone, his fastball has been his pitch. Go right back to it. Just raise it. Just get it up, son. Oh, okay. I see that. Let's see it. Let's see how far out the ump will let us go here on the outside of the plate. If he doesn't call it, we're good. We're still good. We're 1-2. I like that. I like that pitch.
Here we go again. And just staying alive is Trent Paul.
I think that was a changeup, which I like as well. Seems like he's mostly fastball changeup.
And mixing the pitches nicely. Paul, a future accountant.
There we go.
Towards center field. Robert Carroll, inning over. Great job of pitching by John Gerard. And after 3.5, it remains 2-0 in favor of Hanover. Bottom of the 4th and 2-0 game. Total so far for Hanover, 2-4-0, and Transylvania 0-5 and have left on 7.
Man. Exciting game. See, that's to me, this is the beauty of baseball, Jim, where you can have a fun game like we had the game before, where there's runs and hits and everything's going on. And this is a fantastic game, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, and just the opposite, certainly.
But it's still great.
Pioneers have been in and out of tough situations and been able to strand 7 of Transylvania hitters. Toward right center field, ball is carrying, but in the position of Colin McFelvish, who records his second put out, 1 out as Farnsley is retired. Here's Reed Douglas, the catcher. Douglas is 1 for 5 in a tournament, run batted in, run scored, 2-base hit.
Man, that right side batter's box looks so much higher with that extra piece of turf in there.
Yeah, looks like a rug, doesn't it?
So it's almost like, uh-oh, the dog had an accident. Let's throw a rug over it, you know?
That's great. Douglas to be followed by Andrew Osterling, and this one toward third base, and Trent Paul. Ho, ho, ho. Nice play by Austin Taylor, 2 outs.
Yeah, Taylor picked him up there because he had plenty of time to step and make a throw.
So now 7 have been retired in order by Connor Arnold. And I would think if you're the Pioneers and you have put a slew of guys on base, that you know you still got a chance in this game. But you do have to make sure you don't make mistakes against a very good defensive team in Hanover.
Arnold's just delivering pitch 53. So, let's see.
If Osterling gets on, Matt McCoy would bat next, and McCoy has a triple and a run scored.
Whereas Gerard has 76 pitches.
Quite a difference.
Yes.
Popped up and headed to left field. Little bleeder.
Oh, he kicked it. Oh, you got to keep it. If it's in front of you, you got to keep your eyes on it.
And Osterling will be held to first with a single. That takes care of a streak of 7 in a row by Connor Arnold.
That's a Ric Flair and a woo right there.
Yeah. Here's Matt McCoy. McCoy, first season with Hanover. Capped by his first home run against Franklin out of Charleston, Indiana. Charlestown, pretty good little sports town, too.
Yeah. Well, these pitchers, they're just a little bit of a hiccup, you know, for Gerard, but for the most part, both are around the plate. You got to be up there ready to hit.
And certainly to defend. No errors in this game to this point either. 0-2 with 2 outs. Try to nip the corner there.
Just like Gerard did with that last at bat.
Yeah.
In the previous inning. Let's see how far out we can take it.
That's
and
right.
Get that strike.
It's the old Greg Maddox trick, you know.
Yeah. If you got a moment too, give it a shot.
Runner heading down to second, high throw, and it'll be a stolen base for Andrew Osterling, who represents the 3rd potential run of the game for Hanover.
That was kind of a delayed steal.
Yes, it was.
It felt like.
Now we'll have a conversation.
Did he hurt himself? See if we can. I'm not sure what I wasn't paying attention to see what happened but that's his throwing hand for sure.
Head coach is Zach Getze. The pitching coach is Devin Sanders. Getze in year 8. Sanders in year 1, and let's see where the physical problem might be.
He just seems to keep shaking his right hand.
Well, it took one pitch.
There you go.
That's youth, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm fine.
I'd have the ambulance out there already. He's like, come on.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's great. Runner at second with 2 outs. Matt McCoy, who had a triple 2 innings ago. Ooh, almost hit him. Count is now full, 3-2. Sam Perkins hoping to get a chance to bat next. And a 2-out walk. That is the first walk from Connor Arnold. Here's Sam Perkins. Nickname Perky.
Perky. I like Big Smooth better.
Yeah. At 291 as a freshman. He's a junior now. 2 for 3 in a win over Mount St. Joseph.
Better than the nickname we had in our previous game, Pork Chop. And they were calling him Porky.
Porky, yeah, we were trying to figure that out.
Yeah. Baseball players, they'll come up with all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah. You see Robert Carroll getting ready to swing next. If Perky could get on. 1-1. Hits now even at 5. We mentioned no runs or no errors in the game, and a 2-0 lead for Hanover. Off speed misses, 2-1.
He broke that off nicely.
Yeah, it was a pretty pitch, wasn't it? Well, if you're a hitter and you're waiting on something like that, you'd jump at it. But
I know there are former umpires here in the booth. I wonder sometimes if umpires get thrown off of a pitch they don't expect, and they just kind of like.
Base hit center field. Run around third. He's got the green light. Throw to home plate, not in time. Perky comes through.
He does.
Osterling scores 3-0 Hanover.
Play might have been a little closer if the throw wasn't up the line, but still, probably would have scored. And I guess with that hit, we can call him Big Smooth now.
Yeah.
You turn the lineup over.
That's the second run that's scored, Sean, after 2 outs.
And Arnold he's not pleased with himself.
This all started after 2 outs with a hit, a stolen base, a walk, and now the base hit to center. Perkins has 2 RBIs. Back to the top of the order, popped up. That's Robert Carroll, 0 for 2. He wasn't sacrificing, certainly, but
no. Those 2-out rallies, though, those will.
Wow, we've seen a few of them here, haven't we?
Choke the life out of your opponent. They really do. It's just. Think you got an easy inning, then boom, 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 you get some runs, and they're left aghast.
Runner going to second, no throw.
Boy, a base knock here could make things really interesting.
Sam Perkins gets credit for a stolen base. He's at second. Matt McCoy is at third. Here's another scoring opportunity for Robert Carroll, who's 0 for 2. Carroll to third base. Trent Paul, inning over. Hanover adds to a 2-0 lead, and after 4, it is 3-0 Pioneers, trailing the Panthers.
Active athlete looking for enhanced performance, comfort, and recovery? Then Skins is the perfect choice for you. Our revolutionary sports compression product provides better oxygen flow in your muscles, helps reduce fatigue and pain from intense physical activity, allowing athletes to push their boundaries and perform better.
Skins helps keep everything, including you, on track.
So don't wait any longer. Get your Skins now and experience unbeatable performance.
Take your game to the next level with Skins.
This is the hotel breakfast.
It looked different online.
Do you children like eggs? Here, they make your bones grow.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine.
All right, guys. Look alive.
Is it fine, Daryl?
I'm starving.
When free hot breakfast can make or break your day, it matters where you stay.
Go get him.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Are you ready?
To climb higher.
At Mount St. Joseph University, we think you are. With new state-of-the-art facilities, expert coaches and mentors, our top-ranked teams will provide the perfect challenge to test your skills.
But it's not just about winning.
It's about becoming the best version of yourself.
That's what we're all about.
Here at the Mount.
Boilermakers Local 374 represents highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction, metal fabrication throughout Indiana. You can start your career with Boilermakers Union Local 374. Call us at 219-845-1000. To the top of the fifth, Calvin Schubert lead off for the Pioneers, who have work to be done, now trailing 3-0. And it's not like they haven't had opportunities. To this point, have left on 7 through 4 innings.
I'm seeing some rumblings down in the Hanover bullpen. That was the 77th pitch for Gerard. Doesn't mean anything is happening, but there's some motions going on down there.
You think 100 becomes a magic number and with college kids, or particularly?
I don't.
I
think it's a situation, because if he can keep getting guys out but not getting into hairy situations, I think they'll leave him in there. But if you get a situation where, you know, there's 2 guys on and nobody out, then you start to think, okay, maybe we want to look at a change.
He's ahead of Calvin Schubert to start the 5th, the ball and 2 strikes. Schubert hit deep to left field. And foul.
I don't think Christie, the third baseman, saw it.
I don't think so either. Again, the 1-2 pitch. Little number. Might be a tough play. Is a tough play.
Wow.
Calvin Schubert reaches to start the 5th.
Another one of those where the exit velo is probably less than the speed limit out on the road out there.
Well, after you hit the ball, what, 340 feet?
Yeah. That's a tough one for both, you know, Gerard and McCoy.
And here comes Trent Youngblood.
Yeah.
Good wood on a bat so far, 2 of 2, and he has home run strength.
Yeah, one swing here could be a way more interesting game than it already is.
You watch him and that great defensive play he had earlier in the game, and you can see why Major League people are taking more than a glance at him. He plans on playing college ball next year at the University of Kentucky, however. And just happens to be that Transylvania is located in Lexington, so.
I'm sure the rest of the conference is like, thank you.
Yeah, go away.
I love that camera angle. Kudos to Jerry and all the guys working the cameras behind the scenes. Keith drinking the Coke and bringing the cookies. They're awesome. Do we need to vote on whether or not Keith or I do the trivia question this game?
Mr. Myers has the power, but he may relinquish it here. So does Youngblood have the go-ahead here on 3-0? Instead, he'll take a walk, and that brings the tying run to the plate.
Mitchum. Mitchum has 4 home runs on the year, 63 RBIs, leads the squad in RBIs for the season.
This is the 11th base runner that the Pioneers have put on in 4 1/3 innings. Chances again looming for them as Henry Mitchum 1 for 2 steps to the plate.
Oh, he was just completely fooled there.
Yep, and then Mitchum now down 2 strikes. Another scoring opportunity for Transylvania.
Man, it's hard to see those pop-ups from up here.
Strike 3 call. Mitchum doesn't agree. And for John Gerard, 7th strikeout of the game, 1 out.
But Austin Taylor doubled in his last at-bat.
Taylor has over 100 career starts. Played on a state high school championship baseball team that went 41-2. Up the middle, base hit. Runner on third, he's got the green light. He will score, and Transylvania finally makes something out of an opportunity and trails 3-1. And you mentioned the clutch of Taylor.
Yeah, just getting ready to say too, second in the team in RBIs is Taylor, and he adds another one to that tally.
So now Trent Youngblood advances to second. Taylor's at first. Pioneers making a run here in the 5th. Walter Monday 0 for 1 with a walk. Osterling, Carroll, Rada Bush, left, center, and right. Christie, Daneman, Perkins, McCoy. Third to first, the catcher is Douglas Gerard, the left-handed thrower, the pitcher. And he's got the jump on Walter Monday, 2 strikes.
It's something that always I can't get past with these college kids is how close they stand to the plate. All of them. It's unbelievable. Like, he's practically standing on the plate.
That's why those HBP numbers are big, hit by pitch. How does that affect an umpire calling balls and strikes, does it?
I don't know, it would be tough, but it probably doesn't hurt that they use the aluminum bats, because like, even if it's in your kitchen and you get sawed off, like
jam,
you don't have to get another stick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can still use that same bat.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the majors, it becomes kindling.
Yeah. And if you're too close to the plate, you might hit the deck.
Oh, yeah.
2 on, 1 out, 2-2 pitch and a 3-1 game. Strikeout and throw down to first base by Reed Douglas, hoping for a strikeout, throw him out, 2 outs.
Don't think McCoy was quite ready for that, or he missed the call.
So Gerard, who had 5 strikeouts in the first 2 innings, and 1 in the 4th, has 2 big ones in the 5th. Not out of the woods yet. Houston Manning with 2 aboard.
We're only in the 5th.
Yep, the stretch and the pitch. 1-1. You watched Gerard through 4 2/3. What do you think his best offering is?
You know, his fastball is pretty good, but I think his changeup has been his best strike pitch to get guys out, keep them off balance.
And he's ahead, ball and 2 strikes.
That was pitch 96.
Big chance to end the inning and strike out the side again. Runner going to third base, and
that was an
he's
awkward
out.
play.
Trent Youngblood, of all people, took a chance and got gunned down. And right now, his third base coach is wondering why.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We are pioneers.
We are the next generation of inventors, creators, teachers, and leaders.
We think critically,
work collaboratively,
always learning, growing, doing.
We care deeply about people and the planet.
Facing challenges together.
A place for the curious, the bold, and the go-getters.
At Transylvania University,
we pursue bold paths.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Well, for the third time in 5 innings, the Transylvania Pioneers have run themselves out of an inning, and this one may be hard to explain.
Yeah, it just like he was going to steal, but he took off way too early, and Gerard held the ball long enough to find out he was going, stepped off, threw him out.
Bottom of the 5th, Jake Danneman to lead off. Hanover's been out hit 7-6 and yet leads 3-1. And in this game, 8 have been left on base by the Pioneers. So it's Jake Danneman, Alex Christie, and Eric Raudebusch. Up the middle, base hit. Danneman on board for the first time in this game tonight. Now Alex Christie to the plate.
And of the 14 hits total, only 2 are extra base hits.
Really?
1 double for Transy, 1 triple for Hanover.
Yep, McCoy has that triple. Alex Christie is 1 for 2. Panthers trying to get back that run that they yield in the inning. Head coach of Hanover is Grant Bellick in his 6th year. He's a compliance officer, by the way, on campus.
Oh, nice.
Wife is Natasha, couple little girls.
Hashtag girl dad.
Yep. So when they got their first regular season title since 01 over the weekend, they beat Bluffton 16-12 in 12 innings. They scored 9 in the first. And then gave up 7 in the bottom of the 9th to go to 12 innings to win it.
That's crazy.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Jake Danneman is the runner at first base. And here's the pitch, runner going. Throw down to second, and he is safe.
Oh, and I got it.
And in the meantime, Danneman will go into third.
Boy, it trickled away just far enough, but just slow enough that even though he didn't catch it when it first happened, he was still able to get to third.
Chance to get that run back that they gave up in the top of the 5th. It's still nobody out.
That's a huge response to get that run back.
Yes.
It's a stolen base and an error. He advances on the air. It's our first error of the game.
Yeah. Christie out on strikes, 1 out. Connor Arnold comes back and gets an important strikeout.
Yeah, that's big. Now if you're Rowdy-Bush, you need to get Rowdy and just get it in play. Looks like they may play the infield in here. Transy. Sepp second base.
So they're expecting him to go the opposite field maybe.
That is interesting.
Yeah, because giving up another run here, even though you've had a multitude of scoring opportunities, is not something you want to do.
Yeah, if I'm Rowdy-Bush, I'm looking for a pitch a little bit up in the zone that I can get under and lift into the air.
Sure. And now, time being called.
Is his hand bothering him again? We do have someone warming up down in the Transy bullpen. Looks like 11 maybe?
It would be Tyler Rhodes. Grew up in Fishers.
Hey.
Played at Hamilton Southeastern.
What?
Well, Arnold says, don't worry about me. Check that. That is not the right identification. You said 11? That's
yeah,
Nathan Hale.
Nathan Hale, okay.
Yeah, excuse me. Hale struck out 3 in his only appearance against Mount St. Joe. Did that in the inning of the 3rd. One-0 pitch. It's going to be deep enough to score a run.
Plenty.
Jake Danneman scores, and Eric Rowdy-Bush gets the job done. 4-1 Hanover.
That's big. Great at bat there by Rowdy-Bush. And he put a pretty good charge in that one.
Oh, yeah.
Opposite way. Just trying to get it into the outfield. He almost put it over the wall.
So a hit, benefit of an error, and then a sacrifice fly. And it's back to a 3-run lead for the number 1 seed. Toward third base, Trent Paul. And again, scooped out by Austin Taylor. After 5, Hanover 4-1.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Not count the 3 that have been cut down. in the bases for one reason or another. Houston Manning, the DH, leads off. Well, the loser of this game is not excused from the tournament, but in Transy's case, if this score holds up, we'll have to have a come to the head coach meeting about the base running.
Oh, yeah.
Manning 0 for 1 and a walk. To be followed by Connor McElfresh and Bryce Dreher. And they'll need a few more to have a chance in this game. Toward third base. Alex Christie, 1 out. Here's McElfresh, who had a single back in the 4th. Boy, it sure feels like Transylvania should have more than just a run on the scoreboard.
Yes.
They have had at least 1 on in every inning. And in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th had 2 aboard. A lot at stake in this game. The winner puts themselves in a great position to win conference tournament. The loser is still alive, but must come back to fight its way for a championship. Ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the inning. Gerard has struck out 9.
He's at 100 pitches, but not showing any worse for wear. We're getting closer to the trivia question.
The other one was a tough one.
Oh, was that too tough?
The Mark Race one?
Yeah.
It's a good one, though.
All right, I'll try. Okay.
That was a good one, though. I don't know how many people at home would have guessed Grace, you know?
Uh-oh.
Bryce Dreher gave it a run.
I think the one I've got.
Good one.
Is pretty good, yeah.
Hey, nothing wrong with the Grace one. Stumped us. Not that we have all this great sports knowledge and cannot be stumped. 2 outs in the 6th inning for Transylvania. Middle to the bottom of the order to start the next inning, and that is a foul ball.
Right off the foot. Ouch. See, I got a feel this one that I'm going to ask. I got a feeling Birchmeyer's going to get this one. Not to put any pressure. I just got a feeling. It's baseball. It's baseball. Who's going to win the NFC North this year? That's the Bears. So we've actually had a bet from a couple years ago who would finish higher. And I had the Bears, obviously. She had the Lions. She's a Lions fan. Loser had to make homemade cookies. Well, guess what I did last night?
Homemade cookies?
I did. Guess what happened this morning? The dogs ate them.
We come back. Dreher struck out 10 for Gerard. After 5.5, it remains 4-1. Industrial Sales Associates has been an electromechanical components manufacturer's rep for a number of states in the Midwest and has been doing it for years. One of our sponsors for tonight's game, bottom of the sixth, 4-1 in favor of Hanover. And that is the first inning that Transylvania has gone down in order.
Man, and only one run. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's even at 7 apiece. Reed Douglas, catcher. Wears 41. In this tournament, he is 1 for 6. Run scored, 2 base hit. In terms of getting the leadoff hitter aboard, Hanover has done it just once. That resulted in a run in the 5th. Transylvania, meanwhile, has done it twice. And right now, Reed Douglas a pitch away from getting aboard. Three balls, no strikes. 0-4.
Looking for a close shave there.
Yeah, high fastball. So Douglas becomes the leadoff hitter that reaches base, and here's Andrew Osterling.
Arnold's up to 86 pitches.
And Gerard's over 100, correct?
Yeah. And there is stuff going on in both bullpens.
And so right now, Connor Arnold taking some time in a conversation with Bryce Straher. Perhaps that's allowing for a little bit more bullpen warm-up.
Looks like we're going to get us a pitching change.
All right. So the night is done for Connor Arnold, who has pitched well, but leads this game trailing 4-1.
This place has been a huge part of my life, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be moving forward. I'll always take a piece of the mountain with me. Whether in the classroom or on the field, my coaches and professors had my back and always pushed me to climb higher. Now, I can't wait to light the way for my students and help them achieve their dreams.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Hanover College. Founded in 1827, Hanover is Indiana's oldest private four-year college. Hanover is a nationally recognized liberal arts college with core strengths in the natural and life sciences, education, and business. This breathtaking 650-acre campus sits on a bluff above the Ohio River in Hanover, Indiana. Hanover's approach to the liberal arts allows students to combine their academic interests. Students can even design their own majors. Students have so many opportunities to try classes, clubs, and other activities to pursue their passions. Students connect and get involved in so many ways, whether it be through classes, meals, athletics, and clubs, or even campus jobs. You definitely can find your niche right here at Hanover. Hanover really does have a place for you to be yourself and be known. Welcome to Hanover College. This is the College Tour.
Our throwing right-hander Nathan Hale is on a relief for Transylvania, trailing in this game 4-1. So Connor Arnold was able to get through 5 innings, allowing 4 runs and 7 hits.
Nathan Hale with the 1.1 innings pitched on the year.
And his job is to hold serve. He will face Andrew Osterling, who is grounded out, single to left, stole a base, scored a run. Hanover, the top seed, leading the number 2 seed, Transylvania, 4-1. Glancing ahead at the 7th for the Pioneers, they have the top of the order.
Nothing like having 1.1 innings pitched and coming in a 4-1 game here in the 6th.
Yeah, and a game that matters,
yeah.
right? Again, the loser of this game will still have a chance to survive in a tournament, as the Pacers are surviving their series with the Knicks, winning 111-106 tonight.
Breathe easier, fans in the state of Indiana.
Yeah.
Breathe a little bit easier.
They'll play on Mother's Day again, game 4. Runner goes. Batter swings. Ball, 2 strikes.
Transy fans probably still not breathing easier because got a jam they got to get out of here.
Yep.
Still only 2 extra base hits out of 14 hits.
Runner goes. Opposite field hitting, and Osterling will do it again. Single runs in each inning for Hanover, except for the 3rd. The only run scored by Transylvania came in the 5th. Again, the 1-2 pitch. Let's see if they send the runner again, and diving back in to first base is Douglas.
We're going to make sure you don't get quite as big a lead because we're going to throw over to first base.
Yep. And it's a good view of it, too. Runner stays, strikeout. 1 out in the 6th.
It's a big strikeout for Hale.
He is now retired 4 in his pitching over all the season and all 4 strikeouts.
That's a pretty good percentage.
Yeah, that's as good as it gets, right?
Your strikeout to batter ratio is. Nice pitch there, too. Dancing around at first base is Reed Douglas for sure. You would think now might be a good time to try and steal a bag and get in scoring position.
Yes. Matt McCoy is at the plate. And Nathan Hale will back off.
I feel like with your last name McCoy, like you would be a Matty McCoy.
Matty McCoy.
Matty McCoy, you know?
I wonder if he's called that. I should check. Runner goes. And a stolen base. Reed Douglas in scoring position.
That was quite the early slide there by Reed, but he got in.
That's all that counts, right?
I'm a mess. I'm about to fall over everywhere. So there you go. Another big insurance run.
In a game where Transylvania has already left 8 on base.
Is it insurance run if it's in the 6th inning?
Yeah, I think we're called that, sure.
All right.
Can't feel too comfortable against this Transylvania team, which for all practical purposes has run itself out of the game with some base running mishaps and risks. But still has 3 more innings to try to even the score. Strike 3 called. And Nathan Hale was headed to the bench.
Didn't realize, yeah. Whoops.
So now in 1 2/3 innings this season, with limited experience, he has 5 strikeouts. Here's Sam Perkins. Is that big day?
Yeah, we definitely need to get some momentum going to get him called Big Smooth now.
Yeah. So Perkins is officially 1 for 2 with 2 runs batted in, a stolen base in the 9th spot. Boy, how many hitters we've seen 7, 8, and 9 in this tournament have been clutch.
Yes.
Again, top of the order for the Pioneers in the 7th, to be led by Trent Paul, the third baseman.
That means Youngblood's coming up again, too.
Yep. Runner goes. Throw down to third base. Safe. So Reed Douglas has now stolen 2 bases.
Man, I feel like a better throw. They might have had a shot at him.
Sure.
But that was high. Paul had to go way up high to get that one.
You know, unlike Trent Youngblood's attempt at third to steal, this had a little more reason to it, I think.
Yeah.
You're up by 3. It's not a delayed steal of any note.
Correct. I think it helps.
Please.
I think it helps too that a right-handed hitter's at the plate.
Yeah. Well, now if Hale gets a strikeout, he can go off the mound.
Yes.
3-2 pitch for the runner dancing at third. Good cut, we'll do it again. To right field and caught on a rope. Conlon with a catch, inning over. To the top of the 7th, 4-1 in favor of.
You to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Get the YMCA going.
Yeah. I may take a couple of these home with me, so thank you.
You're quite well.
I'm battling some allergies. And I think it's.
I understand that for sure.
Oh, man.
As Gerard is back out for another inning.
Is he really? Jeez, he's been good.
He has been good.
We've got 10 strikeouts.
5 walks, yeah. 7 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 5 walks, 10 strikeouts. But you're right, though. Those base running gaps have really kind of run them out of potential big innings.
You know, you wouldn't expect that from a team that's that good.
That has 30 wins. You're right.
Start the 7th inning with Trent Paul, then Calvin Schubert, Trent Youngblood. We were discussing the base running exploits of the Pioneers, who have struggled in that area.
They're trying to get you a foul ball, Jerry. They keep hitting them right back at you.
One out, and Gerard now has 11 strikeouts, including 3 in a row.
Want to give kudos to Jerry. It's a long day, producing 4 straight baseball games where you got to be on constantly. He is going to sleep well this evening.
We have some great technical people here, and
yes,
management folks as well.
We'll see if anybody has some Ambien if you need it. Okay, Schubert's an important AB here because you want to get somebody on the base pass before Youngblood comes to the dish.
Yes. Schubert has a hit in this game and a walk. popped up. Foul ground, there is territory, but not quite enough for Reed Douglas.
Almost. I love how you can literally hear specific people shouting out.
That's great. 0-2 pitch, Calvin Schubert takes the ball. Trey Youngblood to bat next. They go that far. Henry Mitchum in the 4th spot. Hits even at 7. The score though is 4-1 Hanover. Woo. We'll look at Calvin Schubert at the plate as he dials in and hits one to left center field. He's aboard here in the 7th. They need one more, though, to bring the tying run to the plate. And here comes Trent Youngblood.
Well, they got a guy right now they want at the dish.
Yep. Home run power in this game. Perfect night, 2 for 2. And a walk.
See some rumblings again down in the Hanover bullpen.
Tying run hasn't come to the plate yet, Sean, but we're once again on the threshold, it seems. Going the opposite field, down the left field line. And out of play.
Yeah, but you're at a point, though, where one swing of the bat makes it a 1-run game with only 1 out here in the 7th.
It's a big difference, yeah.
Yeah. So this is a big at-bat for both Gerard and Transy.
Lights have been on for quite some time. And we're just shy of the 10 o'clock hour. In a game that's taken almost 2 hours. Been a good one so far.
And a real good one.
Stretch by Gerard, look to first base. Youngblood, another base hit.
He just finds the spots.
Can't get this guy out, can you? Runners at first and third. And Youngblood really pumped over at first base as the tying run comes to the plate again for Transylvania.
It's almost as if he looks to see where the hole in the infield is and says, I'm going to hit it there.
The guy's on a different level, don't you think?
It's ridiculous.
I'm sure that Transy is thrilled to death to have him in their program. You know?
Yes. But yeah, now the bats get even bigger and things probably start to get a little more hurried down there in the Hanover bullpen.
Henry Mitchum at the plate. Mitchum up the middle, could be a double play. Out at second, and how about that?
Wow.
Time to get up and stretch, especially after that play.
All right, are we going to let him do the anthem first, or are we just going to go straight to trivia? All right, Hampton Inn trivia. Are you ready? Master, this is the whole booth. Okay, here we go. Who is the only player in Major League history to have more than 600 home runs but never win an MVP?
Wow. It's not Barry Bonds, is it?
Nope.
That'd be my guess.
My hint was, I feel like Ashley should know this.
As you leave us in suspense here.
Yeah, I got to let you. Born and raised in Peoria, Illinois.
There's a clue.
Started with Cleveland Indians. Jim Thome is correct. Jim Thome.
Who got it right, by the way?
Yeah, so Jim Thome was born and raised in Peoria, played at high school, played in my conference.
Okay.
is 3 years older than my brother, which would have been 5 years older than me. But yeah, Peoриa's big Jim Thome country.
We'll look at the pen right now as we head to the bottom of the 7th of our game tonight on HCAC TV. Sean Kroll, Jim Barber with you. 4-1 Hanover. Robert Carroll leading off against Nathan Hale. Just when you think Transylvania is going to strike, and maybe strike big.
Wow.
One headed right to the shortstop and a tailor-made, if you can throw the cliche out, double play.
Not only that, like they were shading him to the middle of the field, and he hits it directly at the second base bat. Like that could not worked out more perfectly for Hanover than it did.
Jake Denneman stepped on second through the first. Over to Matt McCoy, and the rally was squashed.
And Gerard was a tad bit excited.
Oh my gosh, was he ever. Now he's thrown 7 innings of one-run baseball and has been able to strike out 11 for Hanover.
120 pitches as well.
One of Hanover's best pitchers, as Robert Carroll starts the 7th of the walk, is Marcus Goodpaster from Lawrence North.
There you go.
Took a foul ball to the head recently. And hadn't been cleared for a period of time. Could have lost his hearing or sight. But today the neurologist that he goes to in Louisville has given him the green light.
Nice.
And he's going to be okay. His team, by the way, made the Marion County Tournament Finals and won it over to Cater Central.
Cater Central, yeah. City championship was Cathedral and Chittard, which I assume Cathedral won. That's a good program.
Oh, yes. Don't forget, we're on the air tomorrow, 12 Eastern, 11 Central. Anderson and Rose Holman. In the meantime, Robert Carroll on base with a walk for Jake Denneman.
Oh, they had to cut off 7 Nation Army. I always like that song. It gets me pumped up.
Good trivia question, by the way. Very good one. Runner goes. Late swing by Denneman. Strike 1.
That might get a house. It's a trivia question? 7 Nation Army?
Could be.
All right. Dano. We know that's what Danneman's nickname is, Dano. Book 'em, Dano. Some may remember that TV show.
By the way, you were saying that that ball may have hit a house. The Heritage Christian Baseball Program, high school, in Indianapolis, one of the social functions that the team performs is they go and chase down foul balls in people's yards once a year. Kind of a good outing, good grouping. We'll have Heritage Christian next Saturday morning from the campus on 75th Street.
You know, there are quite a few teams that are landlocked with their baseball field in the greater Indianapolis area.
They are.
I mean, you've got Chittard, Covenant Christian, Heritage Christian, just wedged right in there.
It's a good conference, too.
Yeah. And then you got some squads like Carmel and Noblesville where their baseball diamond isn't even on their high school complex.
No. Carmel sits off of what, Keystone? 146, something like that, or is it?
Yes, it's at a middle school.
They set the right field like a hit and run. Gonna put them at first and third with nobody out in the bottom of the 7th.
Beautiful call there by the coach for the hit and run.
Denneman now 2 for 4. Robert Carroll over third base, nobody out.
And now you got your big guns coming to the dish with 2 guys on base. This may be a bigger half inning for Transy than for Hanover, with such few at bats left for the Pioneers.
Yeah, actually the Pioneers are down to 6. First and third, nobody out. Base hit right field. Hanover now leads 5-1. Runner around first, headed to third. Alex Christie, a second hit. RBI single.
Interesting. Both those knocks, the Transy defense, the second baseman was playing literally behind the second base bag, shot it through that hole, both guys. Both Danneman and Christie.
Yeah, good piece of hitting.
Just let it get a little bit deeper, the old Derek Jeter swing, and just shoot it right through that gap.
So now the lead is 4 at 5-1, and still nobody out. Eric Rauterbush, RBI sacrifice fly and a base hit.
Whoa.
Wild pitch, will score another run. And the wheels are kind of coming off right now for the Pioneers.
But you saw how quickly that ball came back from off the backstop.
6-1 Hanover. Had the feeling that the Pioneers were so close but couldn't capitalize, and now find themselves nearly out of it.
Well, I think that's a testament to Gerard.
Yes.
I mean, just the different jams he's found a way to work out of in this game. It's been tremendous.
There's a look at the wild pitch and how quickly the ball came back, and still, as a result, Jake Danneman slid in. 6-1 our score. 2-run inning for Hanover, and it's not over yet. Towards center field, Calvin Schubert, 1 out.
Always got to be aware of what's going on.
Oh, yes. By the way, if this score holds up, Transylvania will be back here tomorrow afternoon in roughly a 3:30 start against an opponent to be named, depending on what happens tomorrow in our noon game.
Yes. Anderson, Rose-Hulman.
And if this holds up, Hanover is so much closer to a championship.
It's going to be really, really interesting if this holds up. Transy gets back to Hanover again, but Hanover wins. Would they consider taking 2 teams from the Heartland?
Yeah. Fly ball right field to see if the runner tags. He will, and will advance to third base. Alex Christie flying into third after the fly ball hit by Connor Farnsley. And 2 outs in the inning. Well, wait a minute. Did he leave too early?
Are they saying he left early?
The umpires are going to converse on this.
Wow, I didn't think that was even remotely close.
Because Transylvania's come off the field as if that has happened. Perhaps when we get a replay, we'll be able to see if, in fact, that occurred.
I'm unable to snag that one for the replay, but he's getting the explanation from the second base umpire.
Yes. And that effectively ends the inning. Hanover gets 2 and now leads 6-1 after 7.
Man,
Well, for the first time, a base running mistake by Hanover.
Yeah, didn't really seem like one, but apparently so.
Yeah.
But I'm curious how the second base umpire, where he's stationed, he's probably going to, I don't know, how he can see both on either side of him to know.
If the
I'm not
runner
sure.
leads early, they have to appeal it, right? They have to throw to second base.
Did
second
he?
base.
I don't know.
If it did happen fast.
I didn't. Did they appeal?
Or
They
did he
did,
run
okay.
out of the baseline?
I don't know. They're saying he did appeal. All right. It happened so fast.
Boy, did it ever. So Alex Christie has taken off the base yet. Panthers got 2 runs in the inning and now have their largest lead at 6-1.
And look who's back on the bump.
Yep. Who looks as if he may go the distance tonight. Still, Transylvania has 9 hits.
Yeah, they do. They both have 9 hits.
And 5 walks. Have left a total of 9 on base.
And you've got 5 guys to get back to the top of your order. So if nobody gets on, you're going to be 2 outs in the 9th with your leadoff hitter up if you're Transy.
Yeah.
You need a lot more than that.
Taylor pops one up. Not even a ball and a strike.
He's had a good night, 2 for 3.
Hitting in the 5-hole. RBI single back in the 5th. The only RBI in the game for Transylvania. Toward third. Alex Christie in time.
Great job staying with it. He got it, kind of bounced up, stuck with it, concentrated, threw him out first.
I believe it was Christie that had that major assist in the 3rd inning on the base hit to left that was relayed to him, then to home plate. So in this game, he's had 3 assists and a putout.
That was a huge play.
Yes. Walter Monday 0 for 2 and a walk.
Gerard's something else.
It looks as if he's primed Sean to go to prime for the distance here. Keith Myers was telling us it's not unusual for somebody to throw 140, 150 pitches in this league.
He's at 123.
He had a ball and 2 strikes. He's already struck out 11.
Worked around 9 hits and 5 walks.
Wow.
A lot of those 11 strikeouts have been huge, but some big ground balls, defensive plays, none bigger than the end of the 7th.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the defensive plays that really made a difference. The play at the plate we talked about, Youngblood getting caught at 3rd, and then that double play to end the 7th.
Yeah, if Mitchum's hit gets through, then the tying run is on base. Because at that point, it was 4-1.
Yep.
But now 6-1, and Hanover is 3 outs away from wrapping things up. Or rather, 4 outs away. 5. My math is right. 2 in this inning. And 3 in
too
the
late
ninth.
for you, Jim.
Let's just keep adding. Strike 3 call, number 12 for John Gerard.
We may have to have them look up what the most strikeouts by one pitcher is in an HCAC tournament game.
Wow. Seems to be getting stronger, you know?
I know.
Houston Manning, who has struck out once and walked to the plate. Strike 1. Strike 2. So in this game, John Gerard has recorded 23 outs with the help of his fielders, and 12 have been strikeout victims. That's a little bit more than half. Looking to punch out Houston Manning. Manning trying to start a 2-out rally. His team is down 5. He is the DH for Transylvania, which will have a quick turnaround unless this game turns around dramatically. Manning hails from LaGrange, Kentucky. Stands 6'3", 270.
That's a big boy.
Yes. Got a good battle going here with John Gerard.
I was trying to look up on the website if I could find most strikeouts by one pitcher in a tournament game. Not very successful, but we'll see if anybody has. There's lots of people who are in the know around here. Maybe they know or can find it, know where to find it.
Yeah, you would think Gerard would be close.
I would think so, 12, yeah.
Trying for the Baker's dozen here, number 13.
Got it.
On to the bottom of the 8th, John Gerard and Hanover up 6-1.
Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
To the bottom of the 8th. 6-1 Hanover. John Gerard's been one of the stars of the game. He has struck out 13 while giving up 9 hits and 5 walks.
So we were talking around, and one of the people up in the booth was the coach at Mount St. Joseph, Jason Miller, who is currently the first base coach at Mount St. Joseph. In the year 2000, had 14 strikeouts against Franklin Central. So we know it's at least 14.
Sure.
Gerard's 1 away from that. Now, does he come out for the 9th is the question.
Struck out 2 to end the 8th inning. Robbie Arnett's the new pitcher. Just saw him moments ago out of Crestwood, Kentucky, South Oldham High School. Says he wants to live on a horse farm.
No. More power to EA. You know what you want? Go
Absolutely.
for it.
It'll work from the stretch. Facing Reed Douglas.
Well, if you like horses, Lexington's a good place to be.
Oh, my gosh. That territory over there is just gorgeous.
I know there's another school, I think it's Asbury maybe, that's close to that area. They got a really good equestrian program.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Okay. Ball and 2 strikes. By the way, Robbie's a big Yadier Molina fan.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, he being a big-time Cubs fan, I didn't think you'd
Yeah.
like that.
I have this.
Base hit, Reed Douglas on board for the first time. Make that the second time.
I always love trolling Cardinal fans when they're like, Yadier Molina belongs in the Hall of Fame, and I pull out the stat. Jason Kendall has a better career WAR than Yadier Molina. They hate it when I say that.
Cardinal fan sitting right next to us here.
He probably doesn't even know who Jason Kendall is.
Here's Andrew Osterling.
I love Jason Kendall.
Andrew is 1 for 3, has a single, run scored, stolen base. Tomorrow, high noon, Rose Hallman and Anderson. That should be a treat. To be followed, more than likely, by Transylvania and the winner of the noon game. We'll have them both for you.
And then the winner of that game plays Hanover.
Yep. That's assuming that what we're seeing right now is going to hold serve.
Because you just never know in baseball.
You do not. Runner heading down and in with a stolen base. One thing we have not talked about is the Panthers' ability to run the bases.
Yeah, they've done a really good job. And, you know, Dreyer, great signal catcher behind the plate, but a lot of the throws he's had have been high and not really given his fielders a chance to make a tag.
Yep.
That's been an issue.
So Douglas now has stolen 3 in this game. Sam Perkins has the other stolen base. Hanover putting runs across in every inning for the 3rd and the 6th. Threatening to score another one here in the 8th. We have 1 out in the 8th. So Robbie Arnett gets his first strikeout.
You know, and we were also talking about earlier too, you know, fans love it when the, you know, guys are mashing and there's runs everywhere, but you get a team like this with Hanover, what they've done so far, pitching, defense, timely hitting. I mean, that's the recipe for winning right there.
Yeah.
And it's really been fun to watch.
Toward right field. Runner will head to 3rd and will be out. McElfish with a putout and the throw to 3rd. Trent Paul with a tag. Nicely done double play by Transylvania.
I thought he left early that time.
It's head to the 9th. With the score 6-1 in favor of Hanover.
Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. You know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year, all sorts of sports. Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Top of the 9th. Number 1 seeded Hanover 6. Number 2 seeded Transylvania 1 in the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Sean Kroll and Jim Barber as we bring you the bottom of the Transylvania order. And they're going to need a bunch of people to step to the plate to have an opportunity to overthrow a 5-run deficit.
Let me put you in the coach's shoes. You stumbled into this tournament losing your last 4.
Yes.
Which cost you the number 1 seed.
Yes.
You're about to lose a game to the number 1 seed, who now gets a big leg up in this tournament. What do you say to your team tonight?
Yeah, the only victory in that whole stretch was over Rose Holman 7-2. That's been it.
Yeah. I mean, that's got to be a tough one to put your head around.
Well, and there was a point where there was the possibility that maybe they could host. And, of course, that's gone by the wayside now.
Yeah. And Gerard's still out there.
13 strikeouts in the game.
By the way, that was pitch 137.
Wow. Colin McElfresh at the plate. Made that nice catch in right field, and then the double play ball on the throw to third. Transy needs base runners, and a whole bunch of them. 2 balls and a strike. John Gerard trying to go the distance. Love that enthusiasm. I mean, when your team's down 5, you can hear the bench hooting and hollering.
Yeah. They want this for him as much as he wants it for himself.
On the 2-2 pitch, base hit center field. So McElfresh in a reserve role has 2 hits. And that's a good start to the Pioneers' 9th. Here's Bryce Dre here, the catcher, 0 for 3. There is activity, I believe, in the bullpen.
I can't quite catch the number.
Hanover. Yeah.
Because of the nets.
There's that wide distance we have behind home plate.
Right.
In case that ball's staying fair. Or staying in play, I should say. Off the pitcher. And can he recover in time? No. It'll be a base hit. Dreher hit a rocket right back at John Gerard. He appears to be okay, and they're going to check on him. Boy, that was a bullet. Look at this.
Oh, man, that just missed.
Yeah, it sure did. And time to check in. It's something far more important than the game. You know, Gerard did a nice job of recovering there. And nearly threw out Bryce Dreher. So the Pioneers are not going quietly. 2 on, nobody out. You know, if Transy gets 2 more on, Youngblood would step to the plate as the tying run.
Oh.
That's a ways off, though.
Chris Hartman warming up in the bullpen.
Ball and a strike. Trent Paul, who is 0 for 3, struck out twice, flied out to center, walked. Two balls and a strike. You have to imagine that Hanover's dugout's getting a little anxious here.
Yeah. I mean, if you're the coach, again, you want to see Gerard finish this, but
comes back with the inside strike, 2-2.
That play at first was close.
2-2. Base hit left field. They're going to go station to station here. And now, 3 consecutive hits and all hit well. And that means that manager Getze may have a big decision here. Well, he won't have a problem because his team's batting, but his counterpart for Hanover has got a decision to make, and I think Grant Bellick.
Yep, I think he's bringing him out because all the guys
exactly what he's going to do.
They're all coming out of the dugout to shake his hands, and everybody should give this young man a standing ovation for sure.
He'll leave having yielded 5 walks and 12 hits, and yet leads 6-1. We'll let you enjoy the ovation.
13 strikeouts, 149 pitches.
They're going to hand off the wristwatch or something here. There we go.
And again, we should remind you that young man is a sophomore.
Wow. The future is good
Let's take a look at Houtman. 3.35 ERA, 5-1 on the season. Started 6 games, has appeared in 13, 3 saves, batting average against .235 in 53.2 innings, 61 strikeouts.
And against Mount St. Joseph in an earlier game, through an inning, gave up a hit, 2 strikeouts and a save. Well, the Pioneers are back from the dead.
Yeah,
6-1 to start the inning. Have put together 3 consecutive hits. And should Schubert get aboard, the most dangerous hitter in the ballpark, Trent Youngblood, will be stepping to the plate. Or Longwood could tie it up.
Yeah, it's going to be. Whew.
Schubert's had a good night.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water,
yeah.
you know?
It is the beauty of baseball. Oh, we mentioned that Bellick had to sweat out a game with Bluffton over the weekend where his team was up 7 in the 9th and gave up 7, only to win it in 12. So I guess he's used to this.
Yeah, well, another crazy thing about baseball here is Transy's out hit Hanover 12-10.
Yeah.
And they're down 5 runs.
Not that it matters, but all 3 runners are responsible to John Gerard.
Yes. So we can't take the loss.
No. And can get the win, obviously. Here's Calvin Schubert.
He's singled his last 2 times.
What a chance for the Pioneers, who are a man away from bringing the tying run to the plate. Ball 1. Big deep breath by Schubert.
You can hear the tension in the ballpark.
Oh, yes. That's dropping into right field, a base hit. Once again, station to station, and here comes Trent Youngblood as the tying run. 4 straight hits.
Wow.
This is remarkable.
That's why they have 30 wins.
Well, I think we put the disclaimer on this saying, unless something incredible happens, and it's happening.
Yes.
Here's Youngblood tying run. Opposite field.
First pitch, hacking.
He's got home run power, and there's still nobody out in the inning. Youngblood's had a 3-for-3 night. 6-2. Nervous time in the ballpark. Youngblood going the opposite way again, 2 strikes.
Something, however, to remember, still the top of the 9th.
Yes.
So, bottom of the 9th, you got Perkins.
And then the top.
Carroll and Daneman. Yep. 9-1 and 2.
1 and 2 on Trent Youngblood. Singled in the first, singled in the third, walked in the 5th, singled in the 7th. Now batting for the 5th time in the 9th in a big spot. Got him.
Oh, what an off-speed pitch.
Wow. And Youngblood out on strikes for the first time.
Throw nothing but aspirin tablets and comes back with the off-speed pitch and had him out in front. My
Monster
goodness.
pitch too. So, 1 out now in the 9th for Henry Mitchum.
Mitchum was the one that hit into the double play, that big
Yes.
double play back in the 7th.
With a conversation with the skipper, Zach Getze at 3rd, moments ago. Still representing the tying run. Ball 1. Hellman did a great job of getting ahead of Youngblood, too. And have 2 strikes and then fooled him with a change. Ball and a strike here. 1 run in. Runners at first, second, and third. More drama tonight in our 4th game. To left field, that's hit deep. That's got a chance. It is goal!
Oh my goodness.
The game is tied. Henry Mitchum, star of the game. Can you believe this?
Wow. Back from the dead.
Oh, my. A grand slam in the 9th. Now Austin Taylor at the plate.
I'm stunned.
A 5-run 9th for Transylvania.
But again, let's not forget, it's the top of the 9th.
Right.
You still got to get 2 outs here if you're Hanover. But wow. What Houtman has to be feeling right now.
Well, for Hanover, this is the 2nd biggest blown lead, just a matter of days, when it lost a 7-run lead in the 9th against Bluffton. Still won the game in 12. This one's bigger, though. An NCAA berth could be on the line eventually. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2.
I mean, he's got to compose himself because he still has to get 2 outs.
Yeah.
Knowing he just gave up a granny to tie the game in the 9th. I mean, who says sports aren't reality TV?
Oh, man. 3-2 pitch. Popped up on the infield in foul territory. Houtman will handle 2 outs. In the bottom of the 9th, Sam Perkins will lead off for the Panthers when we get there.
Walter Monday, 0 for 3.
Struck out a couple of times. Loves to stand right next to that plate. Two strikes, 2 outs. Inning over. Henry Mitchum with a grand slam has sent us to the bottom of the 9th in a 6-6 tie.
My. I was going through the scorebook on Transy, like, hey, here are the big plays, like the being thrown out at home, Mitchum double play, Young Budling strikeout, to review when the game was over, and now, wow.
In the bottom of that order, started a rally for Transylvania, and then the top of the order got back-to-back hits, and after Youngblood struck out, that man, Henry Mitchum, hit a bomb to left field.
My goodness.
So, now you're Hanover. You were asking a question, how does Transylvania regroup after losing 4 over the weekend and certainly in danger of losing? How does Hanover regroup now?
Yeah, you got a new pitcher in as well. He's their closer, Matt Armstrong, 2.57 ERA, 19 appearances, 1-1 record, 8 saves, 21 innings pitched, 22 strikeouts, 12 walks, 253 batting average against.
Well, you think Matt expected to be in this spot an inning ago?
Boy, I'm sure as soon as he heard the ping, he got started warming up.
Oh, man. It's a business marketing major.
Hey, there we go.
High school had a 3.8 GPA from Louisville Eastern. So the thing he loves about the campus, a small setting. And that puts him now in a big position.
Yeah. Well, Perkins has hit the ball well all night. He's only 1 for 3, but he's hitting on the screws every time.
It represents the winning run. Strike one.
Well, can we go 2 for 2 in walk-offs?
We're right there, aren't we?
We are.
Game has taken 2 hours and 40 minutes and still going. A tough spot for the loser because they got to come back tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, that's a quick regroup.
Yep. Ball a strike on Perkins. Ball with 2 strikes.
Is it more deflating if you're Transy and you lose it here now, having tied it in the top of the 9th?
I would think that making a remarkable comeback is got to be some inspiration, but the whole idea is keep winning and get to the championship and win it. The winner of this game will have that edge. Perkins down, a ball and 2 strikes. Headed to left field and dropping in.
Big smooth
is the winning run.
Okay. now here's why coaches are coaches. Your leadoff hitter, Carroll, he's your leadoff guy for a reason. Are you bunting to get Perkins over to second?
I believe that's the very conversation going on right now as we have
a new left fielder.
Yeah. It's Camden McAtee, number 43.
So let's see what happens here with Carroll. Danneman on deck, who's 2 for 4 on the evening as well.
These games in the Heartland Collegiate Conference certainly write a nice script, don't they?
I'm telling you.
More baseball tomorrow, high noon. Game winner at first base with nobody out.
Not sure how you can top today, but I'm sure they'll try.
Oh, yes. Well, think about the play that Colin McElwish made in right field, in which not only got the catch, but then they got the runner advancing from second to third. At the time, it's 6-1. You're going, well, it's okay, take the chance, but
now
that looms big. And unfortunately for John Gerard, he can't get the win.
Oh, it's such a shame. What a great pitch. Game by Gerard.
Robert Carroll awaits the 0-1 with a man at first and nobody out in a 6-6 bottom of the 9th. The pitch up in the air and caught. Runner now off first base, but back first. What a great defensive play by Bryce Draher.
Wow, that's got to be frustrating as a coach.
Yeah.
And you got one of your best bat handlers up there and can't get the bunt down.
Perkins has, and he's on base. Jake Danneman, quick throw to first. No problem for Perkins. Sliding back in, or diving back in, if you will.
I haven't really taken notice of how quick or slow Armstrong is to the plate.
Runner stays. Last second swing, strike one.
Almost ran into the umpire. Well, he did, and still managed to get the pop, get the out.
Well, do you send Perkins here? Got a healthy lead at first.
You got to be sure.
Late swing, popped up in the air. It will advance the runner, but now there are 2 outs. Now leave it up to Alex Christie. Got an RBI hit back in the 7th and a single in the 1st.
He's your guy, though. He hits third for a reason.
If we get to the 10th, Houston Manning, the DH, has set the lead off for the Pioneers.
They're going to intentionally walk him.
That will set up a force at first, second, and third for Eric Rodebush.
He's hit the ball well tonight, even though, he had a single in the first, and that sac fly was deep, and then the last time flying out to center field. Hit the ball pretty well then, too.
That's an extra step, being a left-handed hitter, too, just in case. Ball takes a nice, healthy bounce, and we're going to have a pinch runner for Transylvania.
For Perkins. And Rodebush is a new Pal kid.
There you have
it.
Right?
Little bias right there on my part,
I don't
sorry.
blame you.
Who do we got as a pinch runner?
So right-handed pitcher versus left-handed hitter. Winning run at second base with 2 outs.
Is it Nathan Julius?
First pitch to Rodebush.
He was hacking.
So Nathan Julius is the designated runner. He has scored 4 times this season. Hails from New Albany, Indiana. Got a good lead at second. And Rodebush is down to 2 strikes.
Got to watch for the breaking ball here.
And you would think on a hit to any of the outfielders, they will send Julius around to try to win it.
Yeah, they're playing shallow as well.
Sure. Significant 2-strike pitch. Here it is. One and two.
Man, that takes serious guts
Yeah, you're asking
to
yourself,
let that go.
How do they do that?
Yeah, I know.
Ball to 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Rodebush staying alive.
This is fun.
Oh, yes. Inning over. Bonus baseball coming up. After 9. Transylvania 6, Hanover 6.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes,
It's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Well, on to the 10th. Transylvania 6, Hanover 6. What do you think, Sean?
I think this has been, we talked in the first game, the previous game, how it kind of gone off the rails, and this one, it followed suit in a much different way, but it's there. We get a new second baseman.
And that would be Trevor Jones, number 2 out of Indianapolis, Lawrence North High School. Sam Perkins, who was at that position, was pinch run for.
Yep. Whoa.
And here's the DH, Houston Manning. Just joining us? Well, we've got a lot to tell you.
You have missed out if you're just joining us.
Hanover with a 6-1 lead in the 9th gives up 5. And it's a grand slam by Henry Mitchum that saves the day for the moment for the Pioneers. Houston Manning in the tournament, 1 for 7 and a walk. Off the change.
Oh,
Base
just
hit.
off his glove.
Just past Trevor Jones. And so the 10th begins with a hit by Houston Manning.
Isn't that baseball? You come in and the ball finds you.
Yeah. And Jones almost grabbed that one. Let's see, we may have a pinch runner for Transylvania. Colin McElfresh, who entered the game back in the 3rd and has 2 hits and 3 at-bats, is at the plate. Strike 1. Both these teams able to use their bench pretty effectively. Braden Becker may be the pinch runner.
Oh, I hit it right.
He represents the go-ahead run. Grand slam by Henry Mitchum, the big blow in this game. Ball, 2 strikes.
Well, if you're Houtman, you'd love a nice ground ball right here.
Yeah, you sure would. Next best thing would be a strikeout.
Oh, my
a nice
goodness.
save by Matt McCoy at first.
My. Did we catch the number of the pinch runner?
I thought they said Braden.
Okay.
Or Braden Becker, 27.
Okay.
Did that hit him? I'm not sure. He's down. It's a foul ball, believe it or not. Or is it a hit batsman?
Was he attempting to bunt?
We're going to have all 4 umpires confer on this one. Transylvania is acting as if he was hit by a pitch.
There's a lot in play here because if he's attempting to bunt on 2 strikes.
Yeah. I don't think he got the bat around, did he?
I thought he brought it back, but it's hard to tell.
Again, there is no television replay, besides what we're showing you, that is.
Right,
There's no
right.
replay to overrule. So
Did it get the handle?
Wow. And it's the umpire that has the best view. Might have the.
He was twisting
best say.
around, but the handle was still kind of part we didn't see. Did it hit the hand? He wasn't attempting to bunt. That's
Sure.
obvious. But was it a foul ball? Because did it hit? But then also a foul ball on a second. Oh my goodness!
This is probably taking as long as television replay would take.
Yeah.
And understandably.
I'm saying hit by pitch.
Wow. 2 on, nobody out. Well, Bryce Dreher. Let's see if Dreher has the bunt sign on. So there's going to be a pitching change for Hoffman.
Yes. Well, or he's going over defensive positioning for this at bat.
Yeah, you may be correct on that.
Yeah. Man, if we had that center field camera on the replay, we could see better if it clipped the bat, but it was hard to hear.
Sure. It didn't take too long for an overrule, that's for sure. So Hoffman will stay in the game, so you had that pegged correctly.
All right.
So catcher Bryce Dreher is 1 for 4. Infield hit, run scored. And that very dramatic comeback by Transylvania in the 9th.
Fans. I tell you.
A little too spirited down there, don't you think?
Yeah, yeah.
Transylvania with runners at first and second. Dreher showing bunt. And swinging away instead, strike 1.
And that's one thing that, as a huge sports fan, that always kind of irks me a little bit. Is like, oh, they've got terrible fans. Like, listen, every fan base has bad fans.
Oh, sure.
It's just a matter of whether you see them and how often you see them.
And you can hear them a little bit more in this ballpark,
Yes.
certainly, because the crowds are sparse but enthusiastic.
Yeah. Well, except for my teams. They don't have any. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Boy, would a strikeout be big here?
Yeah. Top of the order next with Trent Paul standing by. Houtman needs a punch out. Left field, and that is hit deep. That's got a chance. Off the wall. Gonna score 1. Runner around second and the third. It's an RBI double for Bryce Dreher. And Transylvania has the lead for the first time in the game.
Man, I thought that one was going out too.
Yeah. Another look, and this one was spanked. And
How
now
close was it?
There will be a pitching change.
It hit the top of the green part of the fence.
Yeah. So Transylvania has its first lead at 7-6. And the one thing you like, as Hallman comes off, he's going to get plenty of encouragement after a very tough outing.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a game, even though it doesn't feel like that.
Oh, you know, he just doesn't feel anything near that right now.
His team will still have a chance as the game isn't over yet, but I guess it's important to keep in mind if Transylvania wins the game, Hanover still can come back tomorrow and make a run.
Yeah, they could. And that's something I think, too, you know, let's talk about Houtman for a second. Like, people don't understand the ability of sports to help you grow as a person.
Oh, yes.
Because look at the situation he's in right now where he feels like he let all these guys down. How does he respond? How does he come back from that? Those things, those are only going to help him later in life when he gets to things that are way more important than a baseball game. He doesn't see that now, but those are the kind of things that build character in these young men and young women as they play
and
sports.
he had plenty of conversation with his coaching staff when he came off. So.
Oh, yeah.
This is Wyatt Prather on the mound from Chittard. His ERA has gotten better every year, and the tall right-hander will try to put out the fire here. The play resumes. Runners at second and third, and nobody out. A game that's approached 3 hours. Transylvania now 7 runs on 16 hits.
And 6 runs since the ninth.
Yeah. Ninth inning, it started innocently enough with a single to center, and then a base hit off the pitcher. And then back-to-back hits. Brought the tying run to the plate. Trent Youngblood struck out. Henry Mitchum went yard with a grand slam. And now here in the 10th, Houston Manning a hit. Colin McFellish, Gelfrish with the hit batsman, Bryce Draher with the hit to put him ahead. And the infield is in at every spot.
Well, I don't know if you knew this, but on the side, I'm a body language doctor.
Yes.
It does not look good for the Hanover infield. They need to really
try to sell a little better.
Yes, they need to. They need someone to step up and just, let's go. Let's do this. Get back on the positive side.
No balls, 2 strikes. Paul at the plate.
That's a good pitch.
Yeah. His single got the 9th inning going with a bang as it loaded the bases and eventually led to the grand slam by Henry Mitchum. He is out on strikes, 1 out in the 10th.
That's a big strikeout right there. The problem is, unless you get a double play here, you're going to see Youngblood.
Yeah. And I think it's best to take your chances right here, probably. Isn't it interesting that pitcher Hoffman got out the most dangerous ball player in the ballpark, jumping on him 2 strikes and then with the off speed. We've extended this game beyond 3 hours now. Started at 8 and we're a couple of minutes past 11. And oh, by the way, in 13 hours, we're at it again tomorrow. No balls and a strike. Runners at second and third. Calvin Schubert's had a big night. On base 4 times, 3 hits, runs scored twice, and an RBI.
It's a good day's work.
Oh, man. hitting in the 2-hole. Base hit. That's going to score a couple. Schubert continues his hot night. 9-6 in favor of the Pioneers.
I'll tell you what, it probably doesn't hurt when you're hitting in front of the best hitter in the league.
No, sir.
You're going to see some good pitches to hit. And man, oh man.
Once again, the bottom of the order got it going for the Pioneers. Schubert now with 4 hits in the game and 3 RBIs.
They intentionally walk Youngblood.
I think he's seen that movie before.
Yeah. The sequel.
And here's Henry Mincham, star of the game.
I was going to say, you sure you want to walk Youngblood to get to him?
Mincham base hit left field. They're going to send the runner around third. He will score. Henry Mincham with a grand slam in the 9th and an RBI hit here in the 10th.
I am going to be really interested to see how Hanover responds tomorrow.
Well, that's going to be a tough spot.
That is going to be a tough one.
They have to come back at 3:30 in the afternoon to face the winner of the noon game. We'll have both of them for you. Ten to 6 in favor of the Pioneers, who are down to the last 3 outs, trailing 6-1. Occasionally at night when I can't sleep because I'm a baseball fan, I'll go on the web and just dial up what are the greatest comebacks ever, and some of the stories are fascinating. I mean, it happens at every level.
My favorite was I think it was I'm trying to remember, I want to get the team straight. It was Pittsburgh was up on Philly 11-0, and it was like the 6th or 7th or something. And the announcer said, if they come back, I'll walk back to Pittsburgh. And they did.
I recall that, yes.
And then he actually did walk it.
It was a charity thing,
Charity
too.
thing, yeah.
I remember it well.
I mean, everyone knows the greatest comeback of all time is 28-3.
Oh, yes. Colts Patriots, right? No.
Patriots Falcons.
Patriots Falcons, never mind. That's 28-6, by the way. But still. Austin Taylor has reached base for the 3rd time today. Bases are loaded.
Looks like we got another pitching change.
Well, maybe it's just as well that Transylvania 9-0. I almost feel like this game has entered the twilight zone. Just a remarkable comeback. Jacob Moberly, I think, is the pinch hitter, but we'll check that. Or is that 43? That'd be Camden McAtee for Transylvania. A 5-run 9th, followed by a 4-run 10th. Consider the play of the Pioneers, who lost the whole weekend, going 0 for 4 after being ranked 18th in the country. Beat Rose-Hulman, then fell behind tonight 6-1. And that is a bases-loaded walk, and that will produce another run. And so they have batted around here in the 10th. And the wheels have come off for Hanover.
And not to mention that the 4-game loss cost them the #1 seed in this tournament.
Yeah. Well, Transy getting a chance to use its bench now as Chase Gardner steps in. He's a freshman from Union, Kentucky.
But hey, baseball is a funny game. If it can happen on one side, who's to say it can't happen on the other?
And if it does, we'll be here all night.
Yes.
This will be a game that will never end. 2 5 spots for the Pioneers.
If that happens, this is immediately going on ESPN Classic.
Yeah.
For sure.
11, 18, and 1 for Transy. 6, 11, and 0 for Hanover. Three balls and a strike. Or, excuse me, 2 and 2.
And this is he's hitting for Monday, correct?
Yes.
Or Manning, excuse me, Manning. He's hitting for Manning. Because McElfresh is on deck. Man, so much movement going on.
Oh, I know. Toward center field. That will plate another run. Chase Gardner getting a chance to pitch in and coming through. And they're wondering if the runner left early, and he did not. As the check at third base goes on.
I mean, looking at that scoreboard, that's bonkers.
Yeah. Doesn't make sense, does it?
No.
Colin McElfresh at the plate. Hopes to be a physical therapist. Big fan of the of junior Ken Griffey.
The kid.
I saw the kid hit a walk-off in Cincinnati many years ago. Bottom of the 10th, team down a run.
Man, I'm telling you. Without the injuries, he might be the guy we're talking about as the all-time home run leader.
Agreed.
Of course, we could probably say the same thing for Ted Williams in the years he lost in the service as well.
Oh, sure. And came back and still hit the cover on the ball.
Yes.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Last chance for Hanover. On to the bottom of the 10th. The score 12-6.
Well, you got the bottom of the order for Hanover coming.
Consider the fact that Transylvania has 11 runs and 9 hits in the last 2 innings.
That's unbelievable.
Seems like a long time ago that John Gerard was pitching and had struck out 13 for Hanover.
Yep.
But he ran into trouble in the ninth.
I wonder if the coach is going to say to himself, maybe I should have just left Gerard in.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's going to be lots of tossing and turning tonight in the hotel.
Yeah, they're hard to sleep after this one. But the beauty of baseball on any level is there is a tomorrow.
Yes, for both these squads there is, yes.
This holds up. Hanover will have tomorrow afternoon to somehow regroup.
Question is where our voices hold up.
Connor Farnsley set the lead off for the Panthers, then Reed Douglas and Andrew Osterling.
I keep having the call of Vin Scully after Kirk Gibson hits the home run.
Yes.
The improbable, you know, improbable, impossible. Those two words just keep. In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible happens. He was so good.
A wonderful call. Bob Costas, who I had a chance to get an audience with before a Cleveland Yankees game in Cleveland, talked about that moment and how for 2 minutes you didn't hear him talk.
Yeah. Let the moment take care of itself.
Yep. So Farnsley, assuming he can work through this, is going to first base.
Well, not just that. How often do you get one play where you get two of the best calls of all time? Because the radio call of Jack Buck.
Yeah.
I don't believe what I just saw.
Yes.
I don't believe it.
I thought his call on TV of Kirby Puckett's homer.
Yeah.
And we'll see you tomorrow night.
And then his son.
Yes. Did it
snakes it.
Well, the gray ones all have the right touch, don't they?
They do.
Talking hockey, too, at Al Michaels.
Oh, yeah. And he says the "Do you believe in miracles" just came. He's like, the only word I can come up with is miraculous.
Yeah, it was a miracle.
Yeah.
Beating the Russians in hockey.
And the fact that we couldn't watch it live.
So that was on tape from Lake Placid. Was that true?
They wanted to push it back to the late game, and the Russians said no.
Wow.
So they tape delayed it, yeah.
Here's Reed Douglas. Reed's had a good night. Stolen a couple bases, base hit. Two balls and a strike. You know, if he gets on base.
Were we just saying, do you believe in miracles? Where's Al Michaels?
It's 3-1. Well, I assume you don't take on a 3-1, do you?
Not in this situation, I wouldn't.
You need base runners.
Yep.
Stretch and the pitch. 2 on, nobody out.
You've mentioned it a couple times. How many runs did Hanover give up in that game in the ninth?
Yeah, 7.
How many do they need to win here?
Yeah, 7 would win it.
How crazy would that be? That'd be a week for him, a couple weeks. He'd have a couple more gray hairs.
Oh, yes. Andrew Osterling at the plate. 1 for 4, stolen base, run scored. Well, the key now is try not to help the pitcher who has hit a batter.
Yeah.
And walked and given up a walk.
Armstrong can't find the plate now. We do have somebody down there warming up. Looks like number 3.
And taking it all the way was Osterling, strike 1.
Great point by our producer, Jerry. All the pitchers that we've seen, that's directly affecting tomorrow's tilts as well.
Well, officially, we're 42 minutes away from tomorrow. Ball and 2 strikes, nobody out, bottom of the 10th. Osterling trying to hang in there. 2-2.
Yeah, you got to go into serious protect mode here. You know, anything, if it's close, you got to get the bat on it somehow.
Yeah. Three balls, 2 strikes.
Wow.
Start to watch that Hanover dugout. They're getting a little more excited here.
Yeah. Oh, if this pitch is a ball, oh my goodness.
Yeah. 3-2 pitch with nobody out. And he stays alive barely.
Fought it off. That's what you do. .22 pitches for Armstrong. Not sure what his max is on the year. I guess I could see if I can.
Again, the 3-2 pitch. The bases are loaded.
Oh my goodness.
Well, this may be hard to believe, but Hanover is 2 batters away from bringing the tying run to the plate. I know I have trouble believing it.
You would say that, wouldn't you?
A hit batsman, a walk in the inning. There'll be a pitching change. We'll keep it here. Wasn't about 2 hours ago, it was 6-1 in the 9th, or so it seems.
Yeah. And again, they're using more arms, so that's going to affect how things go from here to the rest of the tournament.
Cameron Warfield picked up a save back on April 21st. Is entering the game now. And he will try to shut the door on Hanover.
4.07 ERA, 24.1 innings. 229 batting average against 27 strikeouts, 17 walks.
He made his commit to Transylvania back on October 17th of 2022. What I want to do is go home and prep for tomorrow's games in the middle of the night and figure out how many pitches were thrown tonight. About 400 or 500 maybe.
In just this game?
Yeah. Yes, in this game.
I might be able to get that for you.
It's probably well in excess of 200, maybe 300, I would think. We're talking about a combined here, so.
Right. Jerry with quick math.
$355. Wow. Well done, by the way. And we ain't done yet.
No, we're not. Most of that credit goes to Jerry, but.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Matt McCoy at the plate. 12-6. Transylvania. First pitch. Inside, ball 1.
Almost hit him.
Yeah. Guess you probably wouldn't mind taking one for the team here, right?
Man, I'm telling you.
Bases are loaded without a hit in this inning. A hit batsman and back-to-back walks. McCoy, 1-1 pitch. Headed to center field and caught. Handled well by Calvin Schubert, 1 out.
They were playing in, which helped.
Yes. So the bases remain loaded. And now there's 1 out in the inning.
Newbanks
getting his first chance. Out of New Albany, Indiana. Nominated HCAC Hitter of the Week recently.
But after him, top of the order, Carroll, Danneman, Christie.
Yep. Again, you're 2 batters away from the tying run coming to the plate.
First baseman, third baseman, both just completely guarding the line.
Yeah. Fastball in there for a strike. Good pitch. Just rearing back and throwing. No reason to be cute here.
No, sir.
2 strikes.
You gotta shorten that swing. And I know in a case like this, it's really hard to get out of the mindset of, I need to go yard and make this a game. No, you need to shorten your stroke, put it in play, find a hole, keep the line moving.
Sure.
Especially with 2 strikes.
1 and 2. Robert Carroll set to bat next. Two and 2. Cameron Warfield works from a full windup on a 2-2 pitch. And just barely. David Newbanks able to stay alive, and the catcher Bryce Dramer is gone.
Oh, Dreyer. He took the brunt of that one. That is going to leave a mark.
This game now approaching 3.5 hours.
But who's counting?
Yeah. Again, a 2-2 pitch here in the bottom of the 10th. Headed to left field, base hit. There goes station to station.
Yeah, there it is.
That's 12-7.
Oh my goodness.
Newbanks was behind 2 strikes and missed badly both times, and now fought it off, took a couple of pitches, and they're a man away from the tying run coming to the plate. And if they tie the score, we have definitely entered the twilight zone.
Yes. Yeah. Believe 13 is the pinch runner. Gavin Heiner, pinch runner at first.
Scheduled batter is Robert Carroll. Bob in this game has walked and scored. Ball 1. And if Carroll gets on,
how many times do you think you said that tonight?
I should get a copyright on that.
You should.
2-0. Boy, if you're Carroll, I mean, do you move quickly or not?
If I'm Carroll, I'm looking for a pitch, but I mean, the zone is so small. Like, where is my hot zone at? My nitro zone. If it's not anywhere else, then I'm not swinging.
Popped up. It's going to be the second out in the inning on a 2-0 pitch.
That probably wasn't it.
No. Jake Danneman's the last hope.
You want to try and at least get to Christie. I mean, I know Danneman he's 2 for 5, but no RBIs.
Nope. Couple of runs scored. Warfield trying to close it out. Strike one. Hit him.
Oh, my goodness.
12-8, and now the tying run comes to the plate. It's an RBI for Jake Danneman. So Alex Christie with a long one can tie the game.
If this actually happens, every single person in this stadium needs to buy a lottery ticket. I'm telling you.
Oh, man. Well,
I gotta stand too. I gotta stand.
If you're Christie, I mean, you're thinking about taking a swing for it?
I think you're taking a strike. I think.
I mean, swinging for the fence here.
Yeah. Heck yeah. I mean, obviously it depends on the count, Jim.
Sure.
So, like, if he's ahead in the count, oh yeah, you're gonna try and lift and separate as best you can.
What a spot.
Unbelievable.
You think if Alex gets a hold of one here, that bench will probably run out and run the bases with him?
Well, not to mention, the guy on deck, Raudebush, was the guy that had a chance to win it in the 9th.
Yeah.
After they tied it.
Yeah, exactly. Christie's been on base 3 times today, twice with hits. Ball and a strike.
Christie 2 for 4 with an RBI.
He awaits the 1-1 pitch. Down the left field line, fair ball. It's going to score 1. It's going to score 2. Runner heading into third with a double. It's a double for Christie. It's 12-10.
And the tying run's on second.
Unbelievable. Here's another look.
Can you imagine if Raudebush goes deep here? Oh. Incredible. Incredible.
Base hit would tie the game. Depending on how the outfielders, I guess, are in rather shallow, but could tie the game. Ball 1. Raudebush, by the way, is the 9th man to bat in the inning.
I'm curious how good a wheels Christie has at second base.
Yeah. Ball 2.
2-0 again. Hitters count.
Yeah. Are you swinging here?
Again, my absolute nitro spot, I'm looking for it there. If not, I'm letting it go. I mean, if I'm Raudebush and I'm like, I like the ball a little bit out over the plate.
Sure.
If it's anywhere it looks like it's on the inside half of the plate, I'm letting it go even if it is strike.
By the way, should we look to the top of the 11th who might bat?
No, don't.
Oh, man. These two head coaches probably feel like they've been through a couple of games here tonight.
They've probably taken like 5 years off each of their lives.
Yeah.
I was just informed. I was just informed that we don't get it. We don't have an overtime fee.
So, Eric Rauderbush.
Oh, they're walking him.
Here. Oh my gosh.
They're walking him.
That puts the winning run on base.
And it comes back to Farnsley, who started the inning with a hit by pitch.
This is a risk, is it not?
Yes, it is. But you get the righty versus righty matchup as opposed to.
True. First pitch. Outside corner, strike one. Now Connor started the rally, being hit by a pitch, so he's the 10th man to bat in the inning. Ball and a strike.
Boy, Christie is getting a huge secondary lead at second.
Yeah.
Which is only going to help if he can find the outfield turf.
1-1 pitch. 1-2. So Transy's a strike away. But getting that strike has been pretty difficult tonight. Everybody in the yard is standing. Can't blame them.
Yeah.
Here we go. Ball game. Transylvania holds on to win 12-10. Surviving a 4-run 10th.
I would like a word with those who tell me baseball is boring.
Not so, my friend. Well, it's a tough loss for Hanover, and yet give them a lot of credit. They somehow found a way to come back.
Yeah. I mean, they had the winning run on first base.
Yeah. And
That's
so the
incredible.
intentional pass pays off.
It does.
Well, it's a slow walk for Hanover to home plate to shake hands. Imagine what the coaches are saying to themselves, huh?
Yeah, you got two strikes, so the off-speed pitch really helps. So now it shakes out for tomorrow. How?
Yeah, back at noon tomorrow. We'll see Anderson and Rose Holman at noon, and then we will see at the 3:30 game the loser of this game, which turns out to be Hanover. And that's the beauty of baseball. You've got less than a night to recover.
Yeah.
Try to forget.
At least they have a game ahead of them.
Yeah.
In the Anderson Rose Holman game to kind of regroup, and then they take on the winner of that one, and maybe they'll get another shot. They're chomping at the bit for another shot at Transy.
Oh, absolutely. Well, this began for us at about 4:35 in the afternoon. It is now 11:35. But who's counting, right?
I was here a game before that.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
We had even a longer day, and of course, Jerry topped us.
All.
For Sean Kroll, I'm Jim Barber. We thank you for joining us, and we hope you got a chance to stay with us most of the night. Final score in 10, 12-10 Transylvania. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon at high noon.